What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA High Five video. Make sure you drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel and comment anything in the comment section down below to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. As you guys know, we hit 7 in a row yesterday, before yesterday's slate. Yesterday, we made it 8 in a row. Let that sink in for a second. In an industry, in a game that is so volatile and up and down, and you never know what could happen with injuries and all that, we have gone 8 in a row. Okay, our record, I believe, is like 14. We're probably never going to reach 14 again. But we are going for 9 tonight. Plain and simple. All right, we did go for 14 back in the day. I believe it was a few years ago. I was actually in Hawaii while we went for 14. Now I am in Texas, so it's less exciting. But either way, man, it's just incredible to be able to be a part of this, and be a part of something that nobody does in this industry. You know what I mean? Nobody goes for this many in a row. I mean, maybe Sharks can say, "Oh, I win every night," because one of their 150 lineups are able to pull it out every night. But like, I'm talking one lineup every night for 8 days straight. We have cashed in single entry double ups every night for 8 days. That is just incredible. It's hard to even really understand unless you've been playing DFS for a long time. You realize how hard and how crazy that is. You know what I mean? The fact that we've already done it once and we got up to 14 and now we're up to 9 again. Well, we're going for 9. So it's just been awesome. Greenlightdfs.com, join the squad, man. That's all I got to say about that. I mean, nobody else in this industry can even say they've gotten close to this. So it's just a blessing to be able to be a part of this. We are literally leaving our stamp on DFS in general. Nobody will ever take that away from us. Nobody will ever beat us when it comes to that. Nobody's ever going to go to 14 probably. Nobody will probably ever hit that 14 mark that we hit. Okay? But I doubt anybody will even hit the 8 mark that we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? The difficulty that it takes to do this many times is just a blessing, and it's awesome, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Anyways, let's get it. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad for this 9th in a row. Let's get it tonight, man. Let's keep it going. Let's have a great weekend. Let's get it. Starting off at point guard. Bradley Beal is going to miss. That locks in Russell Westbrook, in my opinion. Westbrook's been heating up, playing a whole lot better, and now you take Beal off the floor, he's going to have to do even more. At 9K, he's just plain and simple too cheap for Bradley Beal being out. I see a 50 bomb out of Westbrook here. I love Russell Westbrook. I'll be starting all my builds with him pretty much, as of right now for sure, with no Bradley Beal. Next up, Diallo. Now here's the thing. One thing that we've been making sure that we're taking advantage of in every single spot is how many injuries teams are dealing with and how many like COVID issues teams are dealing with. We've really been hopping on those teams that are really thin. Okay, OKC is one of them. Memphis is another one. Now they're without Bane. That's another guard out. So Memphis is really short. OKC is short. The other day, what was it? There was another team that was incredibly short that we grabbed a hold of. But either way, we've been really taking advantage of that, and it's been killing for us because at the end of the day, regardless of matchup for these teams that have 8, 9 players, they are too thin not to hit value. These guys are going to all be putting up way more shots than they're used to being put up. They're going to play way more minutes than they're used to playing. And OKC has actually been playing pretty damn well without their best player, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay, so this OKC team has been pretty damn good, and their prices have been pretty good. And Diallo still, at 7K, he still hasn't gotten to the range where I feel like I need to get off of him. We need 35 for 5X. He's hit that every single time Shai has missed. 42 and 43 the last 2 games, and that was against the Lakers D. Now he gets to go against Denver, who is bottom in the league versus point guards. Diallo should be running the point here in this game. Okay, he's played 41 minutes on February 8th and 38 minutes on February 10th. He's going to play high 30s, low 40s minutes. I absolutely love this situation for Diallo. Once again, it's just a great spot on a very thin team. Diallo's going to be running point. I love him, and I hope people sleep on these guys still because it's easy money, plain and simple. Grabbing guys from really thin teams like this who are set in stone minutes are plain and simple amazing in cash games. They're going to get you to that green, okay? All right. At small forward, I'm going to go with Jeremy Grant. Blake Griffin has already been ruled out. Mason Plumlee is questionable, but I'm expecting him to miss. It looks like he can miss a little bit of time. He has some type of infection going on, and Detroit wants to wait until that infection goes away to let him back in. So I'm expecting our boy, let me go ahead and put Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart is going to probably start at center once again. Jeremy Grant's going to get a bump. No Blake Griffin, no Mason Plumlee. I think he goes off today. A lot of people had him yesterday when he busted. I'm hoping people sleep on him and get off of him today because I love him at 7'5". Him and Isaiah Stewart are really going to be eating on the boards here. Love Jeremy Grant and Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart is a kid who is just a hustler. And I love these kids at these cheap prices. At 3-1, it's just criminal. I love these kids at this price who are just absolute hustlers, man. You got to take these guys. You got to take these guys who just fly all over the court. Last but not least, I have another value that I'm really liking today. I'm liking some decent value on this slate. Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard been incredibly slept on, okay? I haven't played him. I'm part of the people who have slept on him because, plain and simple, Kemba's been there. Now that Kemba's doubtful for rest, keep an eye on that. If he plays, obviously that's going to hurt Pritchard. But if Kemba, in fact, does miss, that's going to bump up Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard's going to be out there running the point a lot more. He has been doing pretty damn well. He just had a great game yesterday against Toronto. Played 29 minutes, got 29 Draftkings points. If Kemba misses, I'm expecting high 20s in the minutes for Peyton Pritchard in a positive matchup against Detroit. I absolutely love it. With Blake Griffin out, Mason Plumlee out, if Detroit ends up getting blown out in any way, Pritchard's set in stone for minutes there too. So I love Peyton Pritchard. I think it's a great situation for him, especially if Kemba misses. But keep an eye on that Kemba Walker news. If Kemba plays, I might not play this value, to be honest with you. I might get off of this, maybe go to Concher. Let's go to him. This kid, I've been looking at this kid a little bit for Memphis. Like I said, Memphis is incredibly thin, and now they're missing Bane, another guard. Okay, so Concher, I think, is a guy who's going to see elevated minutes here at only 3K. He's a solid value as well. So if Kemba ends up playing, Concher is a serviceable value guy too, and he's bare min 3K. So like in GPPs, to be able to get up to those super studs, like if you want to get a Doncic and a Westbrook paired together, guys who could break the slate, you might need a guy like this with Stewart. Okay? And these are serviceable values on this slate. All right? But I'm going to leave Pritchard because I'm imagining that Kemba misses, but we'll have to keep an eye on it because Kemba's been up and down with that. They'll say that he's doubtful because of a back-to-back, and then boom, he'll play. So just keep an eye on that. If Kemba misses, I love Peyton Pritchard. If Kemba plays, I like going like a Contra guy as value. If you need that value. As the day goes on, you kind of got to feel the slate out. How good is the value on this slate? If the value is amazing, then you spend up for studs. If the value's not so good, you balance. Okay, plain and simple. But don't get off of Westbrook with no Bradley Beal, okay? Please, squad. Just play Westbrook. If he busts, he busts. Okay, but Westbrook is the play today. Plain and simple, all right? Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. Russell Westbrook, no Bradley Beal. Diallo with this team incredibly short still, running point against a Denver squad that has struggled versus point guards. Damn, my bad. Jeremy Grant going against Boston. No Blake Griffin, no Mason Plumlee. People played him. A ton of people played him yesterday where we didn't. It was easy cash last night. We did not play him. He busted. Today, I'm hopping back on. I'm hoping people sleep on him today. Isaiah Stewart's an absolute lock, especially if Mason Plumlee does in fact miss, and I'm expecting him to miss. And then Peyton Pritchard with Kemba Walker most likely resting, but keep an eye on that as well. And like I said, if Kemba ends up playing, then I like Contra as a 3K value if you want to stay down as value here in this position, all right? But that's if you need all of these values, okay? Remember, let me reiterate, OKC is an extremely thin team today. Memphis is an extremely thin team today. Those are the two teams you want to get some exposure to because no matter what, guys are going to have to be on the floor. They're going to have to get a good bit of minutes. Okay, there's blowout risks for Memphis against the Lakers, for sure. Okay? There's blowout risk for OKC against Denver, but at the end of the day, what can they do? Bring the water boys into play? These guys are set in stone minutes even if they're getting blown out. There's nobody else who can take their spot. Okay, if they're getting blown out, it's not like they're going to sit their starters and put the water boys in. You know what I mean? And the guys who wash the jerseys and shit. They're not going to go to the back and grab the security that are working the gate and have them come play for their team, okay? They have to play. These guys are going to have to play. Okay, so plain and simple, man. Grab the thin spots. Let's get 9 in a row tonight, man. It's incredible what we've been doing. It is legendary. We are putting our stamp on this game, and nobody can ever take that shit away from us. Let's get it. Let's get another one tonight. Peace out. Good luck.